video, I'm going to be sharing with you a reality transurfing intention technique that can accelerate manifestation in your life and really align your energy to that of what you want to experience in your life. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you this powerful technique that comes from the book Reality Transurfing. Now this is a technique that I've been using in my own life. It's a technique that I've been seeing things happen in a much more smooth way. Part of the purpose of the technique is so that in a way, the reality you want to experience, you could say the parallel reality frame that you want to bring into your life experience, you accelerate the movement towards that with this technique because it aligns your energy field to the resonance of that reality you want to experience. Now, before I get into the actual technique, just to give it context for this video, reality transurfing is a powerful manifestation process, and even more so than a process, it's actually more of a philosophy or like a way of seeing the world. And it's a book that came out by a guy named Vadim Zeland, who is a quantum physicist in Russia. Now the book's been translated into English and a whole bunch of different languages. It's starting to gain a lot of popularity. It's one I've been sharing on the channel. I've had so many people send me messages saying that they started applying some of the principles and it's profoundly changed their life. It changed my life. That's why I like sharing the process. Now, the idea is that we are existing within an infinite number of parallel realities. That from second to second, that what we think of as time is actually movements through different parallel realities, and that what we can begin to do is recognize first off that the reality we want to experience exists right now. The reason this is so important to understand is that think about the words reality transurfing. Now, what it actually means is to move through the space of variations, which doesn't really explain much, because what does that mean? Well, it's the idea of shifting through different parallel realities, gliding through them, versus trying to control everything, trying to create from a place of lack, or create something that we really desire, which means if we desire it, we don't already have it. So this is that awareness that it's really so much easier than we make it once we align our energy to that of what we want to experience. That's the beauty of reality transurfing. Now there's a couple key principles I want to explain before I get into it. One of them is the idea of what are called pendulums. Pendulums are these thought structures. It's the idea that our thoughts have an electromagnetic type reality even if we don't physically see the thoughts. And when we are together with other people, or not even together with them, but there's a collective consciousness, think of it like a bubble that's around the earth, of different collective belief systems. The beliefs that we have of who we are and what it means to be certain nationalities, what it means to be part of certain labels, whether that's Republican or Democrat, whether that's certain sports games and identifying with certain teams. Any of these, what happens is there's certain thought structures, and many times with these pendulums, they want to, in a way, use our energy. They're their own kind of thought structures. And when we realize this, what we begin to do is become more aware of what we're thinking and realize that we take our power back when we become aware of what we're thinking. Because otherwise, we're watching the news, we're feeling triggered emotionally from watching the news, but guess what? That's really a pendulum. That's really a thought structure that a whole bunch of maybe thousands or even millions of people are thinking, and we're feeding in and feeling those emotions, thinking they're our own, when in reality we're just carrying and feeling a wave of emotion that's from the collective consciousness. So I know it sounds kind of complicated to understand, but the idea more so is that our thoughts have an electromagnetic reality, and that's why even our energy field, this is something that I've been bringing into the teachings that I have, and it's something I think is very powerful, is understanding the power of our heart, first off. The Heart Math Solution, the Heart Math Solution's a book, but the Heart Math Institute has showed that the electromagnetic energy of the heart is thousands of times more powerful than that of the head, and that there's actually an electromagnetic field that goes all the way around our body. And those electromagnetic thoughts I was talking about also exist around our energy field. That's why some people that are intuitive can see certain things we're thinking about or certain blockages in our system because they can see the electromagnetic energy, or they can just see the energy field around the body. Now this is the thing, is that electromagnetic energy that is around our body, when we think the momentum of certain thoughts, guess what? Those, for about 30 days at least, maybe even longer, the momentum of what we've been thinking is constantly going in a toroidal field around our body. So if we're thinking certain thoughts, maybe we're worrying about something specifically happening, and we keep worrying about it. The more we worry about it, the more emotion and energy we add into it, to where that builds in our energy field, and then guess what? We go out into public and it manifests in some way. Maybe it's not directly related to the worry we have, but that emotion is so strong within our energy field that it attracts something that we don't want to experience. So the key to this is to be more aware of what you're thinking and to realize you're constantly gaining momentum with your thoughts because there's an electromagnetic energy around your body. And when you put in positive things, guess what? Positive things happen. I focus, myself personally, on some of the most positive things that I can experience. I focus on the emotions that I want to experience. This is why emotions are so powerful, because when we focus on the emotion itself, we build that energy within our body and within our energy field, and then it links up in life with different situations that resonate with that feeling. That's why feeling is so powerful, beyond just the intellectual ideas. And that's what I'm coming to understand. So what I do is I focus on the things that bring me and make me feel good, and guess what? I keep attracting more and more positive things because I'm in a state of being that is positive. So things just happen. I'm always in the right place at the right time. You get opportunities that I wouldn't even believe would happen. Like just things are showing up, offers for me to travel places, things for, things in growth of either my channel or the business. Things are just happening, and I believe it's because I'm building up this momentum of energy within my energy field, and it's literally making me resonate with parts of my life of things I really desire to experience, but not desire it like from a point of lack, but things that I would have really wanted a long time ago, but it's just natural because of the energy state that I'm in. So now that we kind of understand this idea, one or two other ideas of understanding reality transurfing is one of them. When we decrease the level of importance we give something, we then are more likely to resonate with it. So this is the idea. Anytime you put something on a pedestal, you immediately separate yourself from it, and it's immediately harder to get to. So what it's better to do is to more observe and more so see it as natural for you to hit your goals. More so see it as a part of who you are, and by doing that, by not giving it excess meaning, you don't bring in these, metaphorically speaking, these balancing forces that make it so that that balances out. So if you're giving it excess meaning, making it important, it will neutralize itself, and to neutralize itself, it must do the opposite of what you want. So instead, focus on it being natural for you to attain what you want. And if you want a free guided meditation that will show you exactly how to decrease the level of importance you give anything, feel free to download it. It's going to be in the top of the description box below. It's a free meditation I created. It will also help you to wire in these reality transurfing ideas that can powerfully change your life. So go ahead and download that. That's in the top of the description box. That will help you to do that. Now let's get into the intention technique. Now, the intention technique has to do with something that is called transaction in reality transurfing. Now, this is a powerful technique, and we're going to use a little bit of visualization for this. And actually, just using visualization alone will help you to increase your own energy levels. Now, the idea behind this is that when you increase your energy levels, you increase your ability to manifest and your ability to set powerful intention. Now, under reality transurfing, this is the technique right here. What you do is you focus on your energy field, focus on feeling inside of your body, put the awareness inside of your body, and then what you want to do is, if you see me right now standing like this, imagine that there is an arrow going this way, pointed this way in front of your body, maybe 4 inches, and then also an arrow pointing the other direction at your back. So it's almost kind of like this Egyptian thing right here. And what you do is you imagine that this is an arrow going straight, and then this is an arrow that's going against your back, and there's energy flow going in each direction. Now, if you ever want to release resistance, if you ever want to increase your own energy, this will help you to do so. Now, this is called turning the key in reality transurfing. And think of it as an energetic point of view, but basically what you do is you move and you visualize that arrow that's going horizontal, and that's going horizontal against your back in the other direction. You imagine them both moving, one going up, this one in front of you going from horizontal to up, and this one going from this direction to down. So it's almost like you just go like this. So what you do is you imagine the energy flow. You imagine going up and then going down. It's hard for me to show you this side. But one goes up, the other one goes down. And what you do is you imagine then the flow of energy increasing through your body. Just visualizing this will help you to feel your energy flow going much more powerful throughout your body. What you're doing is you're, in a way, open the meridians of your body. You're opening up this powerful energy center, and it's starting to flow through your body in a very powerful way. So this will help you to decrease resistance, to decrease excess potential, like importance. So do this periodically throughout the day, maybe once or twice throughout the day. Now, here's what you do though. You do that, you open up those energy fields by having one go up, one go down. And as you do that, what you then focus on is something called a target slide. Now, a target slide is, imagine the best possible parallel reality version of you and what you would be doing. Something that would represent something you can really feel of you passionately doing what you want. So for me, for example, I've shared this many times, but I think that it helps you guys understand how you can create your own. Mine is I travel the world. I'm imagining myself traveling the world, speaking in front of hundreds, maybe even thousands of people loving what I'm saying, and me helping transform people's lives through what I'm teaching and sharing in person as well as just online. So it's like I'm at a place, I see people in front of me, they're smiling, they're happy to hear what I have to say, and then after the event, I go and I eat at an amazing restaurant, I'm with other people that I want to be around. That's the target slide that I have. So I imagine myself as if I'm in it. I don't imagine it like I'm watching a movie. As if I'm looking through my own eyes and I'm looking out at the crowd and I see people smiling, loving what I'm saying. I can really tap into it, and I feel passionate while I'm doing it. I feel like I'm in a flow state, and I love the process. Now, that's what I visualize. That's my target slide. So what I do is, as I do that technique of turning the key, one going up, the other one going down, I can then feel my energy start to increase. Then I focus on that target slide of exactly what I want to experience in my life. And as I focus on that target slide, I focus on the feeling inside of my heart, and then I focus on that. And that's the technique. Now, there's a couple keys here. One of it is, don't make this technique more important than it has to be. This is like bringing in that reality transurfing idea of don't give anything excess importance, because if you do, you create resistance. If you're like, I have to do this 8 times a day to get where I'm not currently am right now, it kind of defeats the purpose, because then as you do it, you actually will feel resistance. So what I recommend is to do that technique and to then also simply have fun with it. Be curious about it. Be light about it, because that makes it so much easier for you to really connect to. But if you make it very, very important and give it excess meaning, it creates resistance. So the key to this, to turning the key, and what is called the transaction technique, is to have fun with it. And as you have fun with it, to have that target slide there, to focus on the feeling more so than anything else. And as you do that, you'll find that what this does is this accelerates that parallel reality that you're imagining with that target slide to come to you much, much quicker, because you start to resonate with it. It's almost like, you know, those thoughts that are in the electromagnetic field around our body? It's almost like you tunnel them and you focus them to like a laser precision of it then just starting to flow through you. Versus it kind of being on the sides, like the intentions are like these thoughts, electromagnetic thoughts that we have that are around our energy field that aren't very focused. But when we focus on one thing, it flows so much easier. Now, one other part about this is never use it for bad. This is something it talks about in the book as well. This is a very powerful technique, but don't use it for things that will hurt other people. If somebody did something wrong to you, don't intend for something bad to happen and have a target slide for somebody else, because that actually comes back at you. It's like what you put out is what you get back. And anytime you want something bad to happen to someone else, at the deepest fundamental level, and this is getting deeper, maybe this is a whole separate video altogether, but at the deepest fundamental level, we are all connected. And when you do something negative to somebody else, that comes back at you, because at the deepest fundamental level, that somebody else is another version of your energy. We're all part of a unity consciousness. So the intent, the power, the reason I'm saying that is just don't have the intention of hurting other people. Don't use it for anything that has bad intentions. Put it as positive intentions. Put out positive energy. Put that positive energy in your electromagnetic field. Use the transaction technique by turning the key. Turning the key simply means that one goes up, the other one goes down. You imagine it flowing through your body. You can feel it. Put the attention on your heart. Focus on your target slide, and don't make it more important. And as you do that and you feel into it, you will be powerfully creating what you want, and you'll be attracting things better and quicker than ever. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you guys liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hit that little notification gear so that you guys can see the daily vids that I do. The way YouTube does things now is you actually have to hit that in order to see the vids that I do. And other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.